So today we have a Volkswagen Caddy 1.4 TSI engine, model 2015 for a big service. So let's get started. Yep, and show you the parts that I'm about to use. So for spark plugs we have a NGK, pretty good stuff. This is number PZK-ER7B8EGS, good stuff. We have the oil filter Recall ROF 551, and then we have the particle filter, the air filter RAF 513 Recall, and over here we have the cabin filter RCF 014, also from Recall. They make good filters. So let's get started. This is an iron type filter with a flat gasket, so we'll have to make sure when we touch the surface 3/4 of a turn, and that's tight. So make sure you have the adapter if you're having a difficult time turning it tight enough or loosening it before you begin, because some of these filters with the flat rubber seal can get really stuck, and if you have the adapter you have a lot better grip, and will be the difference between failure or succeeding. So let's open the hood. The latch is in the middle of the hood, right over here. Yepla. And let's check out everything one by one. First we need to check out the coolant for temperature, the reach, and let's spray some white grease on the threads, so next time we will be able to undo it pretty easily. Alright, get your refractometer if you have one. These are pretty cheap. Find them on eBay. Glycomat. I had this one for like 10 years or something, and my dad even had it before that. So you can see the color of the coolant is pretty good. It looks like new. So this is a full minus 40. No, minus 40. That's good stuff. So in Belgium it never gets minus 40, so we're good to go here. Depending where you live in the world, you need to look for your coolant to be sitting at a good temperature reach. Alright, so next, easy way to check out how full it is. You hold the light inside the reservoir, and we can see it's between max and minimum. It's actually perfect, so you don't need to fill it up. You can fill it up until maximum, of course, but it's an indication. It should be between those lines, so this is perfect. Alright, and if it drops below the minimum, then we would have a problem and we need to figure it out. But right now it looks perfect. So let's fill up the wiper fluids. Also I tend to forget. Yep, this is concentrate. Yep, pretty good stuff. Liquid moly. Not sponsored, but hey, it's good stuff, so we'll have to say it. If it's good, it's good. Alrighty. Oh, it's already full. So there you go, the customer filled it up itself, probably thinking it would be cheaper to fill it up themselves, but no, it won't be cheaper. Sorry. Yep, it closes. All right. Now, before we begin the oil change, I like to stick out the dipstick so it's obvious. This one isn't, but it's obvious that we need to fill it up with oil, and we don't forget it. So let's check out the level before we drop the oil. Drain the oil, drop it, whatever, and hopla. So as you can see, there's a significant amount of oil usage. So it was right over here. So this engine has been swallowing a bit of oil, but it's between it's in its limits. How do you say it? Every engine burns oil, every one, even the new ones. So you can look it up per 1,000 kilometers or per 1,000 miles, whatever have you. You can look for your engine, your car, how much oil it may burn maximum, and then if it's more than that, you'll probably need to check it out, and a compression test or something can never hurt. So there you go. So next we check out the brake fluids, and an easy way to check it out is to put your lights on top of the container. So and then wiggle the car. As you can see, it's right over there. So it's good. It dropped a bit from maximum, and that's because the blocks, the brake pads are wearing out, and the brake discs, of course, and then your fluid level drops a little bit. You don't need to fill it up because it's a good indicator for the state, to see the state of your brakes. As you can see here, there's enough left on the pads. The front pads, I would say there's like 5 millimeters, so I'm gonna write that down. That's good for 10,000 kilometers, and then you'll need to swap it out. All right, let's write it down. Yeah, let's continue. All right, put the blocks under it. Let's lift up the car in the safety, and there we go. All right, so let's pull out the dipstick again. It's maybe I make it more obvious just to be a little bit safe. Stick something in between there. Voila, and that's pretty obvious that we need to refill it with oil. So after a quick look, everything looks fine. Nothing too bad to see. The belt is still in good shape. So let's dive under the car and drop the oil. The filter takes the special oil socket, 47 millimeters in diameter, and 15 pieces, shapes, and the old filter comes off with something like this, 76 and 12 sided. So let's dive under the car. Always take your new filter with the box so we can drop the old one in the box and it stands up while we work. Supposing you work on jack stands. So maybe let's turn the new filter upside down so debris doesn't get in there. Voila. There we go. All right, so this one, yep, that fits. We'll undo it. Before we begin, let's figure out if it's really stuck or it's okay. It seems to move, so yep, just gently put force on it. Don't overdo it, else the forms in here will twist over the filter. You can also undo these ones with with a strap. But as you can see, with this wrench I'm putting a lot of force on it, so the possibility exists that you will dent the filter, and yeah, then you're then you ruined the shape here, and yeah, it could get messy. So now you see it's loose. That's pretty good. Get your drain pan. Yep, correct, of course. And this takes a 19mm. So lefty loosey, hopla. Smack it like you mean it. And this is one that leaks immediately, so that sucks. So let's lose the glove and do it with care and dedication. Let's try not to fill the ground and ourselves with oil. I can feel it getting loose. Oh, it's loose. So now I do this. And there we go, we have it, our drain bolt. Indeed, I wounded myself from grating cheese. Nothing to be proud of. So, let's clean up drain bolt. And this is a fixed seal here. So, yeah, you could order a new one, but this one is in pretty good shape. So we can just reuse this one and tighten it down. I think it's 30 Newton meters of torque. You could look it up, no problem, but it can be pretty tight. Alright, this is a steel pan, so if it's aluminum you have to pay attention and look up if you're not used to it, look up the torque specs. But on the steel ones, just tighten it down good, give it a couple of smacks and it's okay. It will never drip, whatever. So let's continue with the rest, shall we? We have the air filter, and we need to remove this tubing to get to spark plugs. So get yourself water pump pliers, or these ones are pretty handy, especially if you're working on a Volkswagen. They're pretty common, these things. Yep, squeeze to please, and there we go. That's one. We can leave it there, and there's another one in the back. Right over there. Yep, there it is. So make sure the camera films it, and same procedure. Yep, pretty cool pliers. And that fell in the drain pan. Whatever. So take the tube off. Actually, we didn't have to loosen up this one, but hey. Yeah, we didn't have to, but take this little piece off, and I'll show you how to do that in a good manner, a good way. Take a flat screwdriver, and you put some pressure on one side of the hose, put some pressure on the other side. After a while it gets sticky, and if you pull it and lift it a bit with the screwdriver, you won't damage the tube or the plastic where it's shoved onto. And there we go, it's free. So yeah, I could take it off here or here, yeah. it's easier to take it off there, I think, because this one is really stuck and I'm afraid to break the plastic. Yep. So yeah, let's change directions here. We'll put it on again. And mind your skin and fingers, because these ones are really evil strong. There we go, it's back on. Nothing happens here. I'm gonna take it off. Well, actually, we could take the whole thing off, but this looks flexible. Yeah, I'm gonna do it right over here, although this is kind of weak. Make up your mind. Take it up here. There we go. Let's have a feel. Man. All this fucking plastic is super tight. Yep, it moves. It moves. So okay, we'll be good to go, I think. Yep, there we go. It's off. So now we can let go of the ring. Yep. Alright. Good. And we can take this whole piece off. Can lubricate the rubbers here, which hold in place. And yeah, inspect the bottom, and here we have some bolts. So we need to take it off anyway. All right, let's swap that one. So, two Parker, not bolts, but screws. Yep, look pretty good. Look pretty good. All right, I'll clean up and let's do it on the back. So it's a bit fiddly with the hoses still attached, but we have to push in these tabs and lift the cover a little bit. Other sides, the same thing. And then, yep, it comes off. Should come off. So it's yep, a little bit fiddly. There we go. Nothing forced or damaged, and that stupid music is too loud. Music is not stupid. All right. So over here we have the air filter. As you can see, it's about time that we swapped it out. All right. So make sure you have this type of air filter, because yep, it's a pretty special one with the two holes for the screws. Bam. Let's hope it is a good one. And it is. There we go. So yeah, fits right into the holes. Up. Make sure the seams are in there. Pretty good. Yep, looking pretty good. And I'm gonna grab my pocket screwdriver to make sure they're sitting correctly, because else we will not be able to press the cover on again. And you can see here, there should be more over there. So we need to present this seam. All right. Exciting stuff, isn't it? Yep. So you get the picture. My special technique I just developed. Yep. Looks pretty good. All right. Yep. And once again over there, I'm gonna lose the glove because gloves are a good thing to protect your hands, but sometimes it can really be annoying. As you can see, this side is pretty good, but the other side isn't. So let's do the same thing here. You have to lift it up a bit so it falls into place. And then at the same time push it down a little bit so it can stay in there. So, yep. So this is pressed in a little bit. Yeah. Oh, it's still not good over there. Yep, this is as good as it's gonna get, I think. Let's check it out. So the seam will go, yep, it looks like it has a bit like a bend to it. Yep. So I'm pressing the filter a bit in as the cover goes on. So we cannot have like this little thing here sticking out. So make sure, I'm gonna lose the other glove too. Yep. Fiddly fiddly. Yeah, this goes on in only one way, so we must be doing something right. Yep. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. All right. Looking good. Looking good. It goes. Yep, straight in the seal. Yep. Maybe it could be helpful to lubricate your seal, the air filter seal, with some silicone grease, maybe. But mine goes in barely, so yeah, it's okay. As you can see here, it's sitting correct. Yep. There we go. So let's tighten the screws. Plastic screws, 8 Newton-meters will do. Voila. 1, 2. That's that. Alrighty, time for the spark plugs. Let's put this one over here for the time being. And check out our spark plugs. Sweet. I think these use the 16mm, yep, 16mm socket. So copper seal, so you'll have to compress the seal when you screw them in. Normally it's on the package how much torque you should apply. Look over here, it says yeah, when it is with a seal, no, you have the conical ones and the ones with a seal, so it's unclear on the picture. Oh no, it's clear. Here you can see the big conical ones, here you can see the ones with the seal, as we have here. So we'll have to tighten them 1/12 of a turn. Yeah, that's pretty rubbish. When you make contact, you will feel it. You will feel the compression of the copper, and I will look it up for you because there is a torque on these spark plugs. If you can see it, bougies vastzetten. That means tighten up the spark plugs. 22 Newton meters. 22 Newton meters. That should have been on the box, and it wasn't. So bad points for GK. Sorry. All right. Let's start with the first one. Push in the clips over here with your thumb up. You'll feel the push down the connector first, then pull on the clips, and it will come off. These can be pretty hard, but try not to stick your screwdriver in there to press on them. Look, always works with your fingers. No screwdrivers. Should be forbidden on the Volkswagen connectors. Yep. If it's too hard, then make yourself a sandwich and come back after you're stronger. Voilà. Okay, the third one comes off, and the fourth one is a little bit tricky. So for the fourth one, I cannot put my thumb on there, so I'll have to use my screwdriver, but be very careful. I'll use a smaller one. Yep. Be very careful. We could take off the tube, but yeah, don't think it's necessary. Maybe this. Push the connector down and gently squeeze it, lift it up, and then you can go up with another screwdriver. Just pry a little bit on the connector. It should come off. Yep, it's coming off. So very gently lift it, and there we go. There we go. It's very, very tight in here. Wiggle it left, then right. Yep, and there we go. And if we pry a little bit on the connector, the tube here, then we can make some room, and it can come out just like this, I think. Yep, will be no problem, I think. All right, so 10 millimeters, 10mm bolts on the yep. 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 And the fourth one. I always forget the English term. name for in Dutch it's a bobijn, but in English it's a spark thing. Sparky thing. I know what it is, but I forget all the time. So try to be gentle as you lift these up. There we go. That's one. What I like to do is put a little bit of WD-40 up, just a little squeeze in there. Put it over here for the time being, so the contact cleaner can do its thing. It's also good for anti-corrosion and the water. Yep. So we'll need to use a spark plug socket. Gonna use this wrench, and where did over here. Try to hide, but all right. Yep. Will it be long enough? That's what she will find out. Yep, perfect. Alrighty. I like to use this socket wrench because it has a nice lever thing to it. So I can feel there's dirt inside. So what we're gonna do is take some shop air and clean out the holes before we loosen the spark plugs. Yep. We can take our little helper here, screw it back in, not full force, because if you have this particular one, it's if you tighten it like this, it's 54 Newton meters, and that's it's too much. So just to be correct, I'll show you the 22 Newton meters on the torque wrench, and the next one we'll do by hand, and then check the torque with the wrench, just to show you don't need it all the time. So 21 plus 0.4, 0.8, 0.10 means 22. There we go. Let's feel for it. Yep. A slight turn, and there we go. That's in there. Alrighty. Next one. Same procedure. Let's pull it out gently. Hopla. And I like to put them back where they came out. Yep. So the first one stays the first one. And that way we can figure out if there would ever be a problem with one. We could, yeah, alright, that's good. We can swap them and check it out. And if there would be a second problem with the first one, for example, then we can start to investigate further. You see. Yep. And there we go. Just press it on. Bolt goes back on. These type of bolts normally take like 8 Newton meters. Yep, not over tight. Alrighty. Camera angle still good? Yeah. So, same thing here. Yep. Before we undo it, take it out rather. Yep. Alrighty. Way better. Grab the Milwaukee. Lefty loosey, of course. Yep. There we go. And we continue. We can also compare them next to each other, but they all will look similar. The scar runs pretty good, so yep. Continue, do them all 4. Yep. Some anti-seize on there. A couple of turns by hand, and once again, easy cheesy. Yep. Let's take a wrench. And if you do it without the torque wrench, I like to use the normal size wrench. You know how. Yep, that should be enough, I think. So now let's check it out with the torque wrench. 22 Newton meters. Yeah. Pretty good, Steven, pretty good. Still got the touch. Alright, little tip for the 4th one. Something like this. Leave the 3rd one out so you can stick your hand in there and pull it out a little bit better. If you pull it out a little bit, twist it over here so you don't hit the hose here, and then you can lift it out. There we go. Just wanted to share that thought with you. Hoppa. A little bit of WD-40. New spark plug. Looks better, doesn't it? So, let's take out the last one, shall we? And then we continue. Bam. Yep. And the last one. Oh, what do we see here? A little different. Last one looks not so super good. Yep, some whitish things around there. This one looks, well, maybe a little bit too hot, I don't know. No, this one looks fine actually, but this one looks it has been having a little bit of difficulty. Yeah, we'll keep it in mind. I'll take notes that the 4th cylinder was dirtier than the rest, and every color on there has its meaning, of course. Black being the engine running too rich. It's very white, it's been running too hot. All kinds of explanations, of course. You can look up the charts for spark plugs on Google. Also, if you see here, over here, you look over here, you have some stains. That's compression going through the spark plug, the porcelain part right over here. So yeah, we're right on time to change them. And in most books you'll find 50,000 kilometers is the maximum for spark plugs. So swap them out in time. All right, put in a new one. And next time when we take them out, or if there's a problem between this and the next time we take them out, we can look back at our notes and see that the fourth cylinder might be having or starting to have a little problem. But the car runs fine, so that's not for now. Easy cheesy. Yep, there we go. Of course, it could also be a problem with the spark plug itself, although that would be rare. I think it's never really had that problem. Maybe once with a lawnmower and a very old spark plug. Yeah. Okay. Tight to 22 Newton meters. My hands does the calculating of that. So let's install everything again, and let's continue with the oil, shall we? Trick: leave it loose, don't tighten it up. Leave it loose to put on the connector already, so we have more playroom to wiggle around, else it gets too difficult. Click it in, and we're good to go. Put in the bolts, about 8 Newton meters, something like that, and let's continue. Make sure they're all on there. Yep. We're gonna continue with the oil, so I cannot forget it, as I'm making the video also. So let's put in lipstick. You cannot, you must leave it out until you pour in the oil, of course. And put the air filter back on. So I dropped that snap ring thing in the oil pan, so I'll have to fish it out first. Put in the green bolts. As you can see, no drippings anymore. It has rained pretty good. Yep. Goes in like nothing at all. No problem. That means that the one who has been screwing this in, this bolt, knows what he's doing. This is tight enough, but as you can see it, just slap it a bit so the seal, the ring, gets to sit pretty good in there, and that way it will never spill a drop of oil. Now let's continue with the filter, and then I'm gonna fish out what I dropped in the pan. The camera angle is good. If you undo these ones, make sure the seal, the rubber seal, doesn't get stuck on the engine part, engine side. It happens. And when you compress two seals, you will have an oil leak. As you can see, this one has the seal still on, so that's pretty good. So now I like to use the new oil filter box, just to yeah, whatever, just to set this one to the side. As you can see, you can close it up and forget about it. Right, so now we will need to take some old oil from over here or wherever. So make sure the seal, the rubber seal, is lubricated There you go. Alrighty. Or you can stick your finger in here. Put on some more. Yep, and that's a good one. That's a good one. So this engine part here, where the filter is on, is clean. So we can thread it in. And if it's a good filter, it will go on just like this, without any problems. So over here we make contact, as you can see. I'm barely touching it. So when it makes contact, and it has a flat rubber seal, 3/4 of a turn. So you can put with a marker, you can make a mark here, and then check it out, up, and turn it. That's over there. So that's 1/4, that's 2/4, and that's 3/4. As you can see, I'm pretty strong, but just to show it. Yep, you can feel it. You can feel the torsion on the rubber also. This will not leak, so this is a perfect fitment installment of the oil filter. All right, let's continue. And there it is. Bastard. Yep. So don't forget your oil vapor tube. Put this bad boy back on again. Goes on these exact slots, as you can tell. Then feel on the bottom for the rubber pins. Should be sitting in there pretty good. Smack it. Yep, seated well. So make sure the tube is good. It's well seated, and then untighten. Tighten the ring again. The evil oil tumbler. All right, so I think we're good here. Pretty pretty difficult thing to reach. Come on. All right. Damn it! Almost snapped my skin in there. All right, it's tight. It's good on there. Yep, it's well seated. So mind those rings, stuff everyone. They can be a kind of evil, and if they trap your skin underneath there, you will be in a little bit of pain. Yep, and there you go. So these kind of pliers for these rings are pretty good stuff. I would invest in them if you have a Volkswagen. They will be your friend, your best friend. So everything is on there pretty good. Let's continue with the oil filling and then the cabin filter. All right, let's do that. 4 liters of 5W30. The specs for the oil are VW50400 or VW50200. That's the fixed interval / service inspection, and the other one is the flexible. But you get the picture. 5W30 with the latest additives, 4 liters, and you're good to go. Looks like my barrel is empty. All right, see you one second. Righty. Spool the drop. Alright. So be careful when you pour it in. Make sure it goes in. And you cannot pour too much, else the oil will run across your spark plugs. Ah, nice and fresh, clean oil. It does something to a man, eh? Doesn't it? I think it's satisfying to do your own maintenance on your own car. It's kind of your best friend. Spend a lot of time in your car, so should be kind of married to it, perhaps. And this is hurting my back a little bit, so I'm gonna take a little breather, and I'll see you in 1 second. Cabin filter. Let's undo these plastic screws. And there we have it already. Remove the mousse. And then, to make life easier, we will undo the plastic. It's held in by clips. Over here you have to pull a little bit, you have to pull down a little bit, and then it just comes out like this. As you can see, two plastic tabs, two iron clips, two clips. There we go. Now we can shove this one to the back. Yep, just like that. Then it will come out. Spread a little bit, and swap this one out every 40,000 kilometers. It's like I don't know, 25,000 miles, something like that. 20,000. 25 would be good. As you can see, this one has been sitting in there for 40,000 kilometers, and yeah, it's about time, isn't it? Even not 40,000 kilometers, but it's dirty. So into the garbage bin, and let's take a new one. Aha, it's magic. There's an airflow direction on there, an arrow, so the air is coming in like this, so it should be in there like this. Let's try to get it in there. It's a stubborn one. I think they might miss the yeah. It can only be installed like this. Yep. Yep. I think they misplaced the arrow on this one. No, you can only install it like this, and these ones have to clip in there. So I wasn't wrong last time. Yep. Let me check out the airflow direction on the other one. It's been installed like this. The arrow is wrong. So nothing to do about that. Slide this piece forwards into the grooves of the new filter. Wiggle it in, and then slide the Ah, man, piece of plastic in my stomach. Slide it back a little bit and slide it forward, and now it's in there pretty good, nice and tight. So that's how you install it, and the arrow is pointing over there, but that's outside, so air needs to come inside and right over here to your airco box, AC box. So yep, that's the correct fitment. And we clip on the plastic pieces again. Yep, so slide it back in gently. Make sure the plastic tubes are set correctly. Yep, and then we clip in the rest. Did you hear it? Tack tack, that's how we do it. Where's the moose? Mr. Moose. Oh. Mr. Moose. Yeah, should be like this, I think. Yeah, I think I found it. Yeah, yep. And there we go. Plastic tabs. There's a piece of steel from the passenger seat, the rail, sticking in my shoulder and my stomach all the time. So if you can, put something over that, because pretty frustrating, annoying, and painful. All right. There we go. We're pretty much done. Don't forget to fill up the tires. And that's right over here, I believe, yeah. So for this size, and not too many passengers, it's 2.7 bars front and rear. And don't forget to set your TPMS, reset your TPMS on the computer, of course. Yep. All right, let's dim the lights here. Also let the engine turn and check out the oil level on the dipstick, of course. Wait 1 second, wait 1 second. Oil service plus inspection now. So let's do the reset. Can you see it? Yeah, all right. So how to do the big service reset, not by turning on the steering wheel, but push the 4 blinkers, then push this one, no, the other one, and then turn on the ignition, and then it says service inspection, do you want to reset it? And then you click OK. Up, service has been reset. Yep. Let's check it out. Start the car. Yep. Oh, she purrs quite nice. Oil service now. So we didn't do the reset. So there was an inspection reset. So I push the 4 blinkers again. This is for the big service normally. So push this in. This says only inspection. All right. That's inspection without the 4 blinkers. Push the button up, the set button again. Put on the ignition. Then it says oil service. Okay. Now we're there. So for the inspection service reset, you put on the 4 blinkers. For the oil reset, you don't put on the 4 blinkers. Push the set button, turn on the ignition, then press OK. Let's check it again. Yep. And now we do the resets. Let's go back. We do the resets of the tires, and that's just in that menu. So hit OK to save the tire pressure once you put the 2.7 bars in the tires. And that's it for now, folks. I hope you enjoyed it, and check out the level on the dipstick. Yep, open the gates, perhaps, so we don't choke out. Just a little bit, slightly, a little bit. Yeah, forget it. I have to install a new gate, whatever. So, let's do that. 4 liters, will it be good? Exciting stuff. Clean the dipstick, of course. And then I couldn't open the gate because the car is in the air. I have a small garage, so maybe if I earn some money on YouTube someday. So we're in half, so we need to add a little bit more, around 200 mil, something like that. So we'll do that, and that's a wrap for this car. Check out the lights, front, back, brake lights, fog lights, what have you, number, license plate lights. And have a good one, have fun, stay dirty, like and subscribe if you want. If you don't, well, go yourself. Have a good one. More thing, how to check out your belt, your alternator belt. Easy cheesy, just stick a mirror underneath the idler wheel there, and check for cracks in the belt, because there the belt is bent on the wheel. So as you can see, this one is in good shape. So yeah, last little quick tip of the day. Have a good one.